Hey everybody, it's Rocky, and I am here with another video recipe, and today we're going to be making what I think is the perfect substitute for potato pancakes, which is cauliflower pancakes. And all I did was just substitute the potatoes for cauliflower, and instead of using regular flour, I used quinoa flour. Added some spices, a little bit of egg, mix it all together, toss it into a skillet, flipped it, bada bing, bada boom. Super easy. So with all that said and done, let's just get started.
Alright, so the first thing you want to do is just chop up your cauliflower into bite-sized pieces, and then dump that into a pot of boiling water, and then just let it cook until the cauliflower is tender. Now I'm just draining off my water, and then try to get as much of the water off of that cauliflower as you possibly can, and then put the cauliflower into a mixing bowl. I'm going to add some quinoa flour and just give that a little bit of a mix around. I wanted to see if I actually had enough quinoa flour in there. I'm adding some onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and some black pepper. And then I actually let that cool for a bit before I added my egg. And now I'm just kind of using a spatula to fold in the egg. I didn't want to use the mixer because I don't want to break down the protein in the egg. And this is what it should look like when your batter is done. And at this point, you just want to go ahead and scoop in a little bit of batter onto a skillet that you spray down with some olive oil spray. And I'm just going to flatten that guy out. And you'll know when to flip it when the edges start to get kind of crispy and brown. And this is what they look like when they're all done. Don't they look delicious? They were so good too. Alright, I think we are definitely ready for our taste test.
Alright, and we're back with the taste test. So here it goes. Look at how cute that looks. See the little dollop of yogurt I put on there? It looks like a little thing of butter, huh? I think it looks kind of cute. Alright, so... Alright, I guess we're going to use forks so we're not like, you know, going at this like a little mongrel. But I'm going to dip mine into the applesauce that I have laid down. I really like the way these came out. Let me try it with the yogurt. Just a really good amount. I think the spices that we put in here is a perfect amount of like the onion, the garlic powder, and the pepper. This is really good. I think this is actually a really good substitute for potato pancakes. I really don't notice a difference, really. Maybe it's because I haven't had a potato in like, you know, years, but from what I remember, this is what potatoes taste like. I don't know, what do you think?
Well, I think it's, I mean, it's an excellent substitute.
By the way.
It doesn't taste exactly like a potato pancake. I mean, there's something for not cooking in butter and oil and other things like that. But it does have similar textures and kind of like the yogurt to me kind of reminds me of sour cream. So all in all, it, you know, when you mix the flavors together, yogurt, apple, and all this other stuff, it, you know, it seems quite satisfying. Yeah, so I just serve this alongside of like, and just, you know, have it set with some applesauce and, like I said, the Fayet yogurt. But I think this would be good just like for, you know, serve as an appetizer. You know, serve with a brunch with like, you know, bacon and eggs or something like that, or just put it alongside like your dinner plate. They're really good, and they held together pretty well when you when we were flipping them. All right, to be honest, Rich did most of the work as far as flipping them, but you know, it seemed like it was simple for him. Well, and you wait till it get crisp on one side. Yeah. Make sure it can slide, get up underneath it, and flip it. I mean, I haven't actually ever cooked potato pancakes before, so. You did a really good job, baby. Certain amount of learning curve. See? All in all, I think a good one. Definitely give this a shot.
especially if you like potato pancakes, and even if you don't, I mean, give this a shot. I mean, I think it's a really good substitute, in my opinion, for potato pancakes. And like I said, you can just use it, you know, as a side dish to your dinner, a little appetizer, serve it with, you know, as far as like with breakfast or brunch. But I really like it. And you can play with the spices in here if you want to, like, you know, put in like some Italian spices. That'd be fine. Maybe if you want to put in a little bit of cheese on top or something like that, maybe like put like serve like a little like marinara sauce on the side. There's so many different ways you can like play with this as far as like flavors and sauces and spices. But there you go. As long as you have like the key ingredients, you can just, you know, have a party with it after the fact. So if anybody has any questions, just go ahead and leave them below. The full recipe along with pictures will be on my website, which I'll post a link to below. And until next time, enjoy. Bye.